My dear students, welcome to the online classes of chemistry. So today we will discuss about the basic classes of chemistry. Let us see that is what is chemistry. So here in chemistry, actually that is the meaning of chemistry is that is in Greek chemia means black color. It is the Egyptian art. So that let us see that is what is chemistry. Chemistry is nothing but the history of all the elements. We have to study all the history. So it is occurrence, preparation, properties, uses or application. Like this, that is the complete history use, that is the chemistry. The chemistry of elements. So let us see that is what is chemistry. So here in chemistry, so chemistry, it is a branch of science which deals with the study of composition, structure, properties and uses of matter. That is, it deals with the study of composition, structure, properties and uses of matter. It is called as chemistry. Means it uses all the history of the element. So therefore here that is chemistry is a branch of science which deals with the study of chemistry is a branch of science which deals with the study of composition. Composition means pramana. Structure, rachani. Properties, gunadharmagalu. And uses of matter. Uses of matter, postugal. So it is called as chemistry. It is a branch of science which deals with the study of composition, structure, properties and uses of matter. So here we have to study that is composition. So how it is composed? The best example is, for example, that is benzene. Benzene, its molecular formula is C6H6. What is its composition? It contains a carbon and hydrogen. And what is its structure? So benzene has structure like this. It is the structure of benzene. Look here, composition, pramana, and then structure of benzene, and its properties and its uses. It is the complete history of an element, complete history of an matter. It is called as chemistry. So here, this chemistry is mainly classified into many branches. So it is inorganic chemistry, organic chemistry, physical chemistry, analytical chemistry, biochemistry, medicinal chemistry. Like this, that is several branches are there. But here in PUC first year and in PUC second year, we have to study only that is the three branches. One is that is organic chemistry, another one is inorganic chemistry, and the third one is physical chemistry. So students, let us see that is one by one these three only. So it is here, let us see that is the branches of chemistry. So here the branches of chemistry. Important branches of chemistry. So here the first one is that is organic chemistry. So organic chemistry is also called as Savayava Rasayana Shastra, or it is also called as Jaivika Rasayana Shastra. So it is organic chemistry. What is organic chemistry? It is a branch of chemistry which deals with the study of only compounds of carbon. It is a branch of chemistry which deals with the study of only compounds of carbon. Compounds of carbon is nothing but hydrocarbons. So you have studied in your SSLC, that is in 10th class and even 9th class. So then that is, what are these compounds of carbon or what are hydrocarbons? So I will give you an example. So here the example is methane. CH4 contains carbon and hydrogen, and then there is second one ethane, C2H6, and third I will write that is benzene, that is C6H6. So all these are that is called as organic compounds. So here the organic compounds, that is a branch of chemistry which deals with the study of only compounds of carbon. So which you have studied in that is 10th class, that is methane, ethane, benzene, propane, like this. And even though that is you have studied alcohols, aldehydes, phenols, ketones, etc. So in that is further these will studied in the next classes. So then the second branch is inorganic chemistry. So inorganic chemistry means what? So it is Ajaivika Rasayana Shastra, or it is also called as Niravaya Rasayana Shastra. Savayava Rasayana Shastra and Niravaya Rasayana Shastra. Inorganic chemistry. It is a branch of chemistry which deals with the study of elements, that is other than compounds of carbon. Look here students. So it is a branch of chemistry which deals with the study of elements, dhatugalu, elements dhatugalu. So it is, the best example is, so it is I will write iron, aluminium, gold. Gold is very costly. Then also I am writing silver, and then that is copper, etc. All these are called as elements. We have to study that is these elements. And even you may write that is non-metals also. That is hydrogen, oxygen, nitrogen, and then that is helium, etc. We have to study here in inorganic chemistry. It is a branch of chemistry which deals with the study of elements other than compounds of carbon. Now let us see that is the third branch. That is physical chemistry. Third branch is physical chemistry. It is called as Bhauta Rasayana Shastra. Bhauta Rasayana Shastra. Physical chemistry. It is also a branch of chemistry. It deals with the study of principles, theories, laws, so of chemical reactions, how the chemical reaction takes place, on which basis the chemical reaction takes place. The best example is Le Chatelier principle. So according to the Le Chatelier principle, how the spontaneous reaction can be identified or how the slow reaction can be identified. So this is called as physical chemistry. That is it is a branch of chemistry which deals with the study of laws, theories, and principles of chemical reactions. Principles of chemical reaction. So you are very familiar with Boyle's law, you are very familiar with Charles' law, and you are very familiar with Gay-Lussac's law, Avogadro's law, like this. And even you know Le Chatelier principle. So for example, that is here, look here, how this reaction takes place. Look here, when nitrogen combines with hydrogen, it forms ammonia. How the reaction takes place and how we can increase the rate of chemical reaction and how that is, what are the conditions, means that is the temperature, pressure, volume, etc. So these plays very important role in physical chemistry. So therefore, so it is the branch of chemistry which deals with the study of laws, theories and principles of chemical reaction. So these three branches we have to study in first year and second year, and other many more branches are there, but in higher studies, that is, we can study those higher, that is, other branches. So now let us see, that is, what is matter. At the beginning only I told that chemistry is a branch of science which deals with the study of composition, structure, properties and uses of matter. Then what is matter? So matter is defined as anything which occupies space and has mass is called as matter. For example, this pen, it is also a matter. It has a definite mass, it has a definite shape, it has a definite volume. It is called as matter and it occupies a space. It occupies a space. That is, anything which occupies a space and has mass is called as matter. And this matter is mainly classified into two types. One is, that is, physical classification and another one is chemical classification. In the physical classification, we have to study, that is, the solids, liquids and gases. One more is there, that is called as plasma state, but we have to study mainly, that is, three states. So let us see, that is, about this matter. So what is matter? Matter is defined as anything which occupies space and has mass is called matter. So here, listen students, matter is defined as anything which occupies a space and has mass. ಸ್ಥಳ ಮತ್ತು ದ್ರವ್ಯರಾಶಿ. ಸ್ಥಳ ಮತ್ತು ದ್ರವ್ಯರಾಶಿ. Matter is defined as anything which occupies space and has mass is called as matter. For example, so it is this pen is also a matter. And then daily, that is whatever we are using, that is so many things are there, so all those are matters. And then that is, even you may call it as that is matter, that is metals, salt, air, water, these are all matters. So water, it is also a matter. So therefore here this matter, that is, you may write the example is that is example, you may write that is metals, and then that is non-metals, water, air, etc. All these are called as matters. Then how this matter is classified? Matter that is mainly classified into two types. Matter can be mainly classified into two types. One is that is physical classification. Another one is chemical classification. So it is physical classification and chemical classification. So then, what is physical classification? ಭೌತಿಕ ವಿಂಗಡಣೆ ಮತ್ತು ರಾಸಾಯನಿಕ ವಿಂಗಡಣೆ. So what is physical classification? In a physical classification, it is mainly classified into solids, liquids, and gases. Then what are solids? ಘನ ವಸ್ತುಗಳು. So solids are the rigid substances. Solids are the rigid substances. These are having definite shape, definite volume, and definite mass. So these are called as solids. And in solids, the particles are closely packed. So the particle doesn't move. So therefore, that is solids. That is, so solids are the substances here, remember, so it is the substances, solids are, or you may write that is directly, solids are rigid substances. These have definite volume and definite shape. So solids are rigid substances. These have definite volume and definite shape. Or you may define in another way. Solids are the rigid substances. These are having definite volume and definite shape. Here definite shape. And then in solids, the particles are closely packed. In solids, the particles are closely packed. So the best example which you have studied in the 9th and 10th, that is example is sodium chloride. Sodium chloride, solid substances in which Na plus and Cl minus are closely packed. Potassium chloride, KCl, and even you may write that is metals like that is copper, aluminum, gold, silver, etc. All these are called as closely packed substances. So remember, solids are the rigid substances. These have definite value and definite shape. This pen has a definite value. It has a definite shape. And it is rigid, hard. And then in solids the particles are closely packed. NaCl, KCl, copper, aluminum, silver, gold, etc. So it is all these particles are there. And even you may write that is ice also. Ice, solid ice. So here these are called as solids. Now let us see that is the second one is that is liquids. Liquids. So here, what are liquids? So liquids are the substances these do not have definite shape, but these have definite value. So liquids are the substances having definite value but not definite shape. So for example, if you take 1 liter of water in a beaker and transfer it into other container, round bottom glass, it takes the shape of the round bottom. And if you transfer the same water into bucket, it takes the shape of the bucket. If you transfer the water into the pot, it takes the shape of the pot. Means it is, these do not have definite shape. ಈ 1 ಲೀಟರ್ ನೀರನ್ನು ನೀವು ಕೊಡದಲ್ಲಿ ಹಾಕಿದ್ರೆ ಅಂದರೆ ಕೊಡದ ಶೇಪ್ ತಗೋತದೆ, ಬಕೆಟ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಹಾಕಿದ್ರೆ ಬಕೆಟ್ ಶೇಪ್ ತಗೋತದೆ. ಸೊ ಇವು ಡೆಫಿನೆಟ್ ಶೇಪ್ ಇರಂಗಿಲ್ಲ. ಲಿಕ್ವಿಡ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ದ ಸಬ್ಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸಸ್ ಹ್ಯಾವಿಂಗ್ ಡೆಫಿನೆಟ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಬಟ್ ನಾಟ್ ಡೆಫಿನೆಟ್ ಶೇಪ್. These can take the shape of the container. These can take shape of the container. These can take the shape of the container in which it is placed. The example, the best example is water, and then that is mercury, alcohol, etc. So these are all liquids. These do not have definite shape, but these have definite value. And these can take the shape of the container in which these are placed, And here the particles are loosely arranged. These can easily move. So it is about the liquids. Then last one that is about the gases. So here, gases do not have definite shape and definite value. Gases have neither a definite value nor definite shape because they occupy the entire space. For example, in a beaker, if you take that is oxygen, so it is in a round bottom glass. If you take oxygen, it occupies the entire value. And if you open it, it expands. There is no limit for expansion. So therefore, gases are the substances which have neither definite value nor a definite shape. These occupy the entire value. These occupy the entire. So look here, gases are the substances which have neither definite value nor definite shape. These do not have definite value but definite shape. If you put in a beaker or if you put in a round bottom glass, so it take the shape of the round bottom glass or it take the shape of the container. So therefore, here that is, it is about gases, and I write the example of these gases, that is oxygen, nitrogen, hydrogen, and then it is carbon dioxide, etc. So these are the examples of gases. So therefore, students, it is about the physical classification. So here that is, it is about physical classification. So gases are the substances which have neither definite value and definite shape, and these occupy the entire value. And here the particles are very loosely arranged. These can move about us, around us. So therefore, in our next class, let us see that is the chemical classification. So thank you.